I am coming to you from the great lands of Kenya with another video. I do apologize that it has been so long, and it is until today that I have been motivated to do this video, because there's a great deal that I am learning, and I continue to learn from my sisters, from my experience with wrapping my head and covering myself. So I recorded a video about why we wrap our heads and why we cover up. That is the motivation of why you should do it. But this one is the benefits of wrapping your head, the benefits of covering up. That is all the years of experience that I have been wrapping my head. What have I learned, and how will I encourage everyone else who is just beginning this journey, this amazing and nonetheless unregrettable journey of covering your head, covering yourself, being modest. So let's get into it. My name is Leah Kilenga Masamo Bay. I am Kenyan. I live in Kenya. I am one of the co-founders of Murahaba. Provides African regalia to cousins and all the interested and beautiful supporters across the seas, in Africa and across the seas. And I thank you deeply for all the support that you have given us. The first benefit, the first most straightforward benefit is protecting your hair, protecting yourself. This means that when you have your head covered, it means that physically you're protected against the elements. That is the sun, that is the dust, that is any nasty thing that is out there physically, the chemtrails that are continuing to pour around, the pesticides, all those things, lice, cockroaches, all those things that are just out there that you don't want to be exposed to. This helps a great deal. Spiritually, there's a lot of negativity that is going around, especially now, where people don't understand what is going on. People do not know how to control themselves, how to be in balance, how to not pour that out into the environment. So covering your head helps you, allows you to protect your head, your hair physically, because the hair is our extension, the extension of our central nervous system. So whatever it latches on, it goes inside your body, physically, spiritually. So you really want to put a barrier there. However mundane you think it is, it really helps with regards to that evil eye, or that person who is just having a funky day and is just flowing with negativity. And also those hands, like there are a lot of people who find it acceptable to just touch people's hairs, you know. I do not personally like touching people's hair because I do not in any form, way, shape or size like people touching my hair. It's a very intimate part of my body, and I do not just allow anyone to touch my hair. Even going to the hairdresser sometimes is just for me very complicated. So I have even learned how to make my own hair so that I can avoid. It doesn't matter if you're my family, if you're my sister, if you're like, it's for me it is very sensitive. So I will not touch your hair. So this prevents that. This really prevents that. I really don't like people touching my hair. I don't know if you're the same, but yes, so this is one of the biggest barrier that helps me with that. Another benefit that I have realized, so my hair before wrapping, I have been on this journey for 2012 is my 7th year of wrapping my head. At first when I started, my hair was not healthy. My hair was all kinds of crazy. My hair was it was not the best. I was not proud of my hair. I did not accept the multi-textures of my hair, the color of my hair. It is fine hair, fine African hair that is just I wasn't happy about. But in the years, just growing into myself, understanding why I wrap my head and the benefits of that, I see now my hair is more healthy and it's more vibrant and it's more you know, retains length. There's a lot of manipulation that goes on. There's a lot of combing, there's a lot of styling, there's a lot of, you know, doing A, B, C, D to Z so that you can look a certain type of way. Sewing things, gluing things, stretching things. It is very stressful to your hair. So that's why a lot of people do not retain length. That's why a lot of people, their hair are limp and unhealthy. The luster is lost. That's why some people do not have the natural oils of their scalp. That's why some people do not have the volume that comes with having a full head of hair. So for me, what I realized with covering my hair, yes, is there manipulation currently? Now I do not have open hair, that is hair that I need to comb out. It's locked. But even before it was locked, I used to get my hair done with either small lines or plaits, and then wrap my head. So that is very low manipulation, and that is less tagging, less pulling. But now I find that I let go more about my hair because of the locks that I'm growing, that I'm nurturing. Another thing about my healthy hair, I have to give a big shout out and a big hug, love from Kenya to my sister Silimiyah. She is particularly very, very caring with regards to responding on matters regarding to hair. When first we started speaking, I told her my problems, my frustrations, and she was very, very helpful with regards to what I need to do to my hair, etc. And more I realized, the more I spend time with my hair, the more I spend time privately with my hair, I understand that I eat a certain way, my hair grows a certain way. Especially if you have a so-called chronic illness, there's some things that if your blood lacks, if your body lacks, then it shows in your hair. If I am unhealthy, if I am unwell, if I am sick, if I am diseased, my hair will show that. And initially I was diseased. Before I was on this path, this righteous path, I was very unwell, and listening to Ankh showing us how to detach, deprogram, and detox with regards to our foods, with regards to how we think, with regards to what we dress, what we wear, with regards to having a relationship with the Most High's Elohiym, then I find that it nurtures not only my body and my spirit and my psyche and my mind, it also, like, all that abundance overflows to how you look. Like, you start, like, the amazing thing about just realizing these things in the privacy of your own home under the Headwraps. Some people may think, oh, she's covering because she's looking a certain type of way. That is their prerogative. It's you who knows that what relationship you have with your body, with yourself, with your hair, and that reflects the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you interact, the way you hold your head up high. So yes, I have a lot more hair now. My hair is doing so well, and I think most kazos who are covering their heads regularly the right way, they're seeing the same benefits. And the head covering, the turban, the tarboosh, the head wrap is a potential of being one of the best protective styling. Why do I say one of the best? Because before you wrap your head, I don't know how many people usually pre-protect your hair, because this is cotton. Anything that is cotton or linen or any fabric on your hair absorbs the natural oils, the natural moisture. So you have to pre-protect your hair so that you do not have dry hair. So I recommend having a satin or silk scarf that is just under before you wrap. Okay, that helps and that protects. Also, if you have open hair, you can have small cornrows or small matutas, like braids, or not braids that you use the extensions, but braids from your hair, big ones, not the small ones, and then cover that up as well. Okay, so that was long. The third one is cost. Oh, the amount of time and money and stress I have saved because of wrapping my hair. So if you're not going to the salon, if you're not weaving and tagging and doing all number of things, coloring or whatever, you spend so much less time. So much less time on your hair, so much less time on paying for things, on buying products. Oh, this capitalist world that we live in encourages us to purchase things we do not need. Even in the natural hair movement, I realized that it's unfair because it is a kind of attachment towards how you want your hair to look, comparing your hair to the next person or to that YouTuber who looks like, oh, you know, their hair is doing well. And for me, that is digging us deeper into what we are trying to remove ourselves from. We're trying to detach and live a life that is more modest and that is more glorifying to Elohiym. But if we are spending all our money buying products so that our hair can look a certain way, buying all sorts of things, today you have one thing, tomorrow you have a pudding, tomorrow you have gel, tomorrow you have it is also pilfering a lot of money from your dynasty if you have a dynasty, and it's also a form of idolatry. Any kind of attachment is like a form of idolatry. Like you have to have this particular thing so that you can live life. No, you only need to have Most Highs, and the only thing I know that the hair needs is water. If you're drinking plenty of water, if you are washing your hair regularly, if you're using natural oils, there's some people I know that don't use oils completely because of their sebum, then that's okay, yeah. And I mentioned my sister, our sister Silimiyah has amazing products, very minimal, very cost effective, and please do reach out to her if you need anything with regards to your hair. And yeah, you spend less time in the mirror looking and doing all those things, and you spend less money buying all those things that you probably do not need. So the third one is respect. Yeah, when we are understand why we're wrapping our hair, we understand why we need to walk modestly, we understand that the scripture requires us to cover ourselves, to be modest, and to only glorify Elohiym with our bodies and our temples, then we have more respect for the process. So if you know why you do it, then the how will matter less, and it will make more sense for you. Because the first time that I started rapping, I was very self-conscious. I was very, people are looking at me, you know. It's a new thing, yes, it's a new thing. When you start doing something new, people will notice, people will see that you're different. However, when inside yourself you realize that you are doing this because you understand the woman that you have, the queen that you are, and the modesty that you want to nurture within you, the respect that you want to nurture within you, then that automatically reflects outside. Yeah, because all these things we are doing, we are not doing for man, we are not doing for the next woman, we are not doing for him or her, we're not doing for Ang, we're not doing for the moderators, we're doing for the Most Highs and for ourselves, so that we can draw near to the Most Highs, go closer to the Most Highs. And if respecting ourselves, if wrapping our heads is one of those ways we can show respect for our temples where the Most High says they dwell, then you understand and you love the process, and in turn people start respecting you, and you respect others. Initially, I used to see my grandmother wrapping her head all the time, both of them, and I was like, why this? I didn't understand, but it is a way of elderly women to hold respect for themselves, because they respect others, and thus they demand the same level of respect that they give themselves. Okay, but if that doesn't happen, if you don't get the respect, then it doesn't matter, because you respect yourself, and anything that is within, that is revealed outside from all the things that we do. Everything that we do reveals who we are. Yeah, the money, the businesses, it's like, how is this a reflection of you? Murahaba Headwraps are a connection to my culture, a connection to the color that I love, to the nature and to the natural path that I love, and the respect that I have for Elohiym and for myself, and the respect that I have for others. You will not see me dress my head wrap with booty shots. I already have that within me to understand what this means, so that this can also follow that, so that my outside can match my inside. I don't know if you understand. I was speaking to someone the other day. I wanted to wear all white, and they asked me why. I'm like, do you think you're pure? I'm like, I don't think I'm absolutely pure, but that is what that is how I would like to be. I like, it's a bright and shiny and clean temple that I have. That's what I'm envisioning every day. You're not staying free. It's a work in progress. Every day is a work in progress. Adorning yourself in all white is holding yourself to a higher standard, covering yourself up, having a very well wrapped, clean head wrap or turban or tarboosh. You hold yourself to that level of standard, to that royalty, and you appreciate that, and people appreciate that. People respect you, and you continue to respect others. You respect yourself, so you will not be there will not nonsense being flinged at you left, right, and center, because people know that this is Leah, this is who she is, and I have to be proper around her. A very intelligent person said, dress the way you want to be addressed. Yeah, not in pride or in ego, but in a sweet and subtle humility, but in a unshakable grounding of self-respect, knowing who you are. Okay, the last one is when you wrap your head, like this, I'm talking about the process of wrapping. It gives me time. The little time that I spend in the mirror gives me time to be grateful, to be empathetic to myself, to nurture my self-love, and that process is that accepting yourself and understanding the wrongs, knowing the wrongs that you do, and going onto the journey of correcting. You look within instead of without, okay? Because a lot of time we are taught, women especially, to compete or to compare or to look at the next woman, to knock down the next woman, and that is unfortunate, and it is sad that the environments that we live in have taught us this. The more time you spend yourself prepping this, making this up, lashing in everything, applying, and just covering the so-called flaws, then the less time we spend inside. Yeah, so for me, taking that away, taking the makeup away, taking the time that I spend in the salon, taking the way we have been taught to compare away, allows me to be more introspective. It is a journey of introspection that I appreciate daily. And for me, sometimes you know, like the media and everything else just pulls us out of who we are and what Elohiym intended for us. It pulls us, it tells us that you need to be a certain way, you need to have hair that looks like a certain way. No, we're all different. Our thumbprints, our fingerprints are all different. So do not expect to look like anyone. Even if I look the way I look and the head wrap is good and they think it looks better than it looks on you, that is not the point. The point is, how are you going to learn from within to accept yourself, yeah, to forgive yourself, to be empathetic to yourself and to others, especially in this imperfect temple we have. Yeah, for example, I think I'm extremely skinny. and people tell me on a very daily basis, yeah. And it's not that I do not like that. It just sometimes it catches you, you know, when you're, you know, and it brings you down. Yeah, I think, and I love my temple so much, and I will not hide myself, and I will not correct myself so that I can fit in your box. I will not do all those things you want me to do so that I can look up a certain way to please your eyes. I will not do that. I am created fearfully and wonderfully made. That is what the Most High said. And it is written in scripture that they know and they knew the number of the hairs of our head. They knew ever since you were formed in our mother's womb. They know everything even before we say it. They knew that all these people will talk about A, B, C, D, but they still made you that way. Yeah, because my being the way I am is giving strength not only to myself but to all those young women, to all those sisters who have been told that, oh, you have to be like that, oh, you have to be like her, or you will not get this if you're not like that. That is pure and utter bullshit. I apologize for that. Yeah, I apologize for that again. Yeah, so for me, there's this, I'm giving you my experience. There's this lady, we have not been seeing eye to eye, but I've come to realize her more now that I understand, now that I understand myself more. Is she every time we meet, she tells me, oh, you look a certain way, you look tired, or you look not okay, and I swallow that. Another day she told me, why do you always wrap your head, and why do you always wear skirts? You look like an old woman. Yeah, why don't you wear small, like tight jeans like young women? And that comment really hit home. It really hit home. I told another sister, I was like, you know what she said? Yeah, and I fueled that, and I realized that after sitting with myself and in the darkness, you know, when you're alone, this is when your true self comes out. When you're alone, when you're wrapping your head, or when you're dressing, or when you're in the shower, or just when you're alone, like it came to me that what she said was not about me. It was not about me. It was more about her and how she feels about herself, and maybe the deep insecurities that she may have, or just I don't know, just having issues with her personal life, or her consort, or her dynasty, and I am the vessel who was chosen to receive all that, and I did not retaliate. I did not speak to her rudely. I was like, okay, this is how I dress nowadays, and I have been dressing like this, and I like it. I prefer it than the tight. I cannot. And she was like, yeah, we hugged. It was okay, but after realizing this later, the introspection that I had, I did not pity her or feel sorry for her. I felt very, very sad that maybe she doesn't have anyone to speak to, or I felt her and her point of need, and why she's saying all these things. And I realized that it's not about me. It's never about me, and it's never about you. If someone just knocks you, it's never about you. Maybe once or twice, if it's your mother or a kind sister, a good correction, yeah, the righteous way. But if it's someone who keeps on just pouring, then it's about them, and you should really be empathetic about that person. Maybe the Most High is I can't pretend to know what the Most High is thinking, but maybe you can help them if they want any help, if they want to be heard, if like there are certain opportunities that we are given to serve others and to serve Elohiym and to do better, to be righteous models and modes of El. And one of those instances, most of those instances are not served in a beautiful, well-aligned, sparkly platter. It never comes that way. Very few times, but in many cases it's a hardship that allows you to step up and to correct and to see yourself and to pick yourself up so that you can pick up the other person. Yeah. Not for the benefit, not to say that I am better than her, or not to say that you know, we are righteous beings. It is not to hold ourselves high and to hold our noses high. It is to uplift others. Yeshua said he did not come for those who are already on the path, the righteous ones. He came for the thieves and robbers, and the ones who didn't even want to hear what he was talking about. So as his example shows us, we also need not to hide ourselves from those people who are probably going through the same thing that we are, but to walk with them. Not to go down, not to go backwards, but to serve, to do the right thing. Okay, so the last one, the bonus. Oh, my videos are always so long. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm not sorry. I apologize. So this is to encourage all those sisters, all those brothers who are at this point trying to figure out how to wrap their heads, trying to figure out where to start, trying to get over that hurdle of self-consciousness. It is there. You will never get over it. You just become more powerful, and it's a small voice normally. I encourage you to start slow, to be patient with yourself, to love yourself, to forgive yourself when you fall and when you err, but to always correct, to always improve even if it is 1%. No one is perfect in here. Even if you see someone is like, ooh, they're righteous, they're perfect queen or king, none of us are perfect. Us is a work in progress. Each and every one of us started from zero. Yeah, we don't even know if we're going forward, but we have faith that we are. We really have faith that we are, and yeah, and don't beat yourself up for failing. Yeah, don't beat yourself up for for not looking a certain way. That's, as I said, nonsense. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you are Elohim's child. You are here for a reason. Yeah, at the moment that you know you're the Most High's child, no one can tell you anything. Yeah, in a very simple way. Okay, because all those promises Elohim has written for us in the scriptures. Yeah, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Spiritual weapons, physical weapons, emotional weapons, verbal weapons. You are beautiful, you're wonderfully made. They know you in and out more than you know yourself. Okay? So trust that Elohim has a right has a plan for you, because they do. We have no power. We don't know anything. Okay? We really don't know anything. Yeah, those of us who know that we don't know. Yeah, if you hear a bit, there's a bit there. Yeah, and for everything, big, small, wide, thin, your labors, the way you look, your self-image, your hair. If you have any problem, go to the Most Highs, go to Elohim, because they see more than we can see. Yeah, they know more than we know. They created this whole world and more. Their hands are able. Yeah, Elohim is not a man that he should lie. Okay. So they're able, exceedingly abundantly, immeasurably able to do above all that we ask or think, according to the plan that is at work within us. So imagine you worrying and working on that small problem of yours without Elohim, and they are exceedingly able. Exceedingly, like, I don't even know why we stress. They said worrying does not even add a cubic to your height. Like, you do not grow tall. Yeah, but even without worrying, yeah, it is not that you are a slothful human being or lazy, or just let go and let the Most Highs. We also put an effort. You give so that it can be increased. Yeah, okay. So those are the benefits of wrapping your head. Yes, Murahaba is selling. If you like this one, this is this is still available at the store. We're trying to clear out this so that we can bring in a new. So go there, buy yourself a head rub, buy yourself all the amazing other things that are there, or gift a sister, gift a brother, and yeah. Continue walking your righteous path, continue covering up, as well as you can get the linen and the cotton turbans and Tarboosh from our sister Yamare, and from our brother Telo, righteous beloved Kazos. They ensure that we remain covered, so please make sure you also check them out. Buy for yourself, buy for a sister or a brother, and give from the heart. Also, I wanted to say that make sure you have a crown from More Crown Jewelry. There's a lot of things that differentiate us from everyone else, and that one of those things is the crown. Besides the way we walk and talk and the way we are, is the crown. So I can have a head wrap. There's so many head wraps across the world, but you only know this one is righteous and TLC, the Love Community Private, from the crown. Thank you for watching. See you again when I see you. 13 love, 13 wisdom, 13 knowledge, 13 respect. Thank you.